Now we're here at the CV show, on the Isuzu stand, with something rather special. You're probably racking your brains going, well, you've just been to a new launch. But this next saga, I think it'll redefine Isuzu. Presenting the all-new Isuzu D-Max EV. Can you tell the difference? I'm Ben Quirk, welcome to Planet Auto. The first thing that strikes me is, well, how similar it looks to a diesel D-Max. The thing is, that familiarity will sell these in droves. We've known that this had been coming for a few years, but we had absolutely no clue that the unveil was going to be at the CV show. And this is the only one. And yes, we will be behind the wheel as soon as possible. The likelihood later this year. We're expecting to see it on the road around first quarter 2026. Which isn't very long in the scheme of things when it comes to electric. Now, there's no prices as yet, but we do know quite a few things about it. For example, it will tow 3.5 ton. It'll also carry a ton on the bed, not simultaneously. How that affects towing, what the range will be, we'll have to wait and see. I think this is going to be the perfect solution for, say, farmers, because all you need to do is whack a 7.2 home charger on the side of an outbuilding and just cruise round and round your farm, because the likelihood is you're not going to be doing 300 miles. So that kind of range is perfect. Fast charging with a 66.9 kilowatt lithium ion battery, dual motor with 140 kilowatts output. Decent proper torquey motors, we're looking at 325 combined, so 108 newton meters from the front and rear 217 newton meters. Newly developed front and rear e-axles, full-time four-wheel drive system. It has a new D-Ion rear suspension. Another interesting upgrades that we've not seen on any of the diesel pickups. It's quiet, it's smoother, and the trims that they offer are DL40 and V-Cross. I wonder if they'll bring a Mudmaster version. And you can see for yourself, well, they're pretty much identical. There's very little to distinguish it, but that's how Isuzu want it. So yeah, it virtually looks like the one that we drove at the recent UK launch. Keyless entry, and yes, a decent ride height. It's always strange climbing into a left hooker. Solid, mind you, with Isuzu's build quality, it's not really surprising. Grab handles galore. Very smart interior. Lovely buckety seats. Yes, it massively echoes pretty much every other D-Max. But I think that's a really good thing, especially when it comes to pickups. People who buy these kind of things want familiarity in a massive way. And this offers it in droves. Storage up here, nice sporty steering wheel, nice clear cluster, and a decent infotainment screen, but you've still got the functionality of buttons. Dual glove boxes, yes, this is pre-production, so it might not play ball as much as it could. Pop-out cup holders, the whole shebang. Terrain mode, eco, heated seats, and the shifter. It's pretty much D-Max diesel, which makes it extremely simple. Even an old school handbrake. That's the one thing I expected to be replaced with an electronic one. So on the back you've got the paddles, and these are to operate your regen. And yes, that is rough terrain mode. So the new mode that was rolled out on the latest D-Maxes when we were off-roading, I think it was near Leicester, about 3 or 4 months ago.
And that is fantastic. Yes, people are like, oh, it's got an off-road mode, it doesn't need another. Until you drive with rough terrain mode, you won't understand what I'm talking about. It is absolutely fantastic. It limits wheel spin, it puts the power down efficiently, and it's amazing what it can climb up. Now the interesting bit is going to be seeing how they adapt that to electric motors. How they put the torque down without wheel spin. Because obviously with an electric motor, it'll spin for Britain if you let it.
It'll be interesting to see how electric motors work with that, with their instant torque. Comfortable seats, roomy, cup holders, everything you need, even adjustable seat belts and grab handles above every door. And granted, I'm on this side, but even this one's got one. A quick look in the back. The rear, what you've come to expect from D-Max. Yeah, I do like a D-Max. So specs are going to be unveiled, things like charging speed, but we can see straight away that it rapid charges amazing, and also Type 2s. Decent D-Max flap as well, so grand as out. Let's take a look at the bed. So with every D-Max, you'll be able to option up left, right and centre. But as far as standard goes, LEDs, and all that safety that you've come to expect. So adaptive cruise, AEB, and the list goes on. Should we have a look under the bonnet? Now this is where it all changes. Now you've never seen a D-Max like that. So gone is the 1.94 cylinder, and we now have this, a fully electric powertrain. I think the thing that I just can't really fathom is the fact it's a D-Max just with an electric powertrain. Other than that, you can't tell the difference, bar the little EV badge on the side. And yes, that's a really good thing.
Now, we did expect a new platform, but it makes perfect sense that Isuzu have decided to convert the existing D-Max diesel, because that way they can see what the market's like, also how that chassis, etc. works with electric motors. And it also means they can get to market far quicker, because otherwise it could take, say 3 years. Now obviously there's a benefit with bringing out a whole new platform, but the point is that needs to be developed, whereas this can literally be retroactively fitted. Now the benefits with having a purely electric platform means it's built specifically for electric motors, meaning it doesn't impact on cabin space. It'd increase ride height. It'd also allow for better positioning for, say, e-axles, where the motors sit, etc, etc. Battery and the systems are all enveloped in the chassis. Also, it's designed specifically for what the electric vehicle will be doing. The likelihood is they're working on a fully electric platform behind the scenes as well. I'm looking forward to seeing how capable it is. So for the time being, it'll be interesting to see how the D-Max built on the chassis of the diesel copes. The thing is, the way things are going, it took Maxus, I think it was about 3 years to put out a fully electric platform. So realistically, by about 2028, we should have a Maxus. It's fully electric on its own unique platform, which will then be rolled out for future EVs.
What you take away from this is there's now an electric D-Max that mimics diesel D-Max. And that is excellent.